Hi everyone, it's Emily, and just 1 year past the Switch 2's launch date, it's amazing that we have 100 confirmed Switch 2 physical games. And when I'm talking about physical games, I'm talking about true physicals. So none of that game key card nonsense, no code in the box, games that are actually on a full cartridge. Now, maybe 100 to some people doesn't seem like a lot, considering some of these are just upgrades of Switch 1 titles, but considering where we started last year, it's great that we now have 100 options for physical game collectors. And I, of course, being me, I compiled this list of 100 in a spreadsheet to share with you guys and kind of give you a breakdown of what games are available physically, and also kind of chime in which games I plan on picking up for the Switch 2 specifically in my own collection. So here's a list of all 100 English physical Switch 2 games. So I'm going to go through this list rather quickly because otherwise I'd spend all day here with all 100 and really point out, I think, the unique ones and also point out which ones I plan on picking up myself for my collection on the Switch 2. Starting off with A Train. This is a Japanese import about trains, I think in Japan. Very interesting. I don't plan on picking up myself. Absalom, though, I hear very good things about this game, so I'm heavily considering it. As you can see here, there's some limited run games like Alien Rogue Incursion here, so I made sure to indicate that they are limited. And I'll have a count tally at the end of this video to share how many of these are available now, and also I do make notes if there's a Japanese or European import alternative if you missed out on that window. We have, of course, the first parties like Animal Crossing. Bandit Trap is a PM Studios full-on cart game. I don't know too much about it. Bang Bang Bandits, another Japanese import. Now, another one I really wanted to emphasize was Brigading Abyss. Now, this is available in Europe as well as North America as a game key card. It's also available in Japan as a game key card, so you have to be very careful that you get the Asian import. So this is the Asian physical, not the Japanese game key card. You can get this on PlayAsia if you're interested. And this is a strategy RPG that I don't know if I'll be picking up myself. I might pick it up on the PS5 instead because that is an alternative that I have an option of. But I do like my strategy RPGs to be on the Switch, so I might cave and import this. Bubsy comes in a box, also on the Switch 2 cart. This is an import I don't know too much about. Cart and Seal. Chroma 2 Die Hard. I don't know too much about this. PM Studios, so should be a good physical. Something I'm intrigued by, so I might look more into it myself. Coffee Talk Tokyo, I'm excited for. I really liked the first two Coffee Talk games, so I'll probably pick up this game physically, and this is also published by PM Studios. Caught and Rock With You. This is like a side-scrolling shoot 'em up. A Japanese import. Cool Stuff Begins, Nintendo Switch 2 edition. There's also a European version, I know, and some collector's editions and stuff. I don't know if this is for me. I think it's dice rolling, card playing RPG, but maybe I'll try it. Cyberpunk 2077. I know this is on the Switch 2 cart, and it's a miracle kind of port. I don't know if I wanted the Switch 2 personally. I've been playing it, dabbling a bit on PC with it. I'm still undecided if I want this in my collection. Demon X Machina, another Switch 2 on the cart. It's Great Marvelous is really campaigning for that, at least here in the West, to have full on the cart games. I hear issues, though, about this game on the Switch 2 specifically. Danganronpa 2x2. Finally, Spike Chunsoft is on the ball with Switch 2 carts. I don't know when this is coming out, though. I'd like to get it, though. Dark Auction. I think it's a visual novel. That's a Japanese import. Darwin's Paradox, unfortunately a limited run game, but maybe it'll be an alternative eventually. Dave the Diver. I almost bought this on the Switch 1, but glad I waited because it's now fully on the cart on the Switch 2. Donkey Kong Bonanza, another first party that seems like it's going to be a staple for most people's collections. Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time. I'm probably going to grab this. It's a Japanese import on Nintendo Switch 2 edition. I just haven't yet. I love the game on the 3DS, so I imagine I'll like this game too. I did pre-order, though, Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave on the Switch 2. Very excited for September. You could get Fitness Boxing 3. Right now, I think it's import Japanese exclusive, but maybe it'll come out somewhere else. FZ Formation Z. Now, this is a limited run game, but also a Japanese import. So if you missed out on the limited run version, you could always grab this. The Japanese version should have English on it. This was also, I think, a relatively new announced Switch 2 physical Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee. And we have Gunvolt Chronicles, Luminous Avenger, IX1+2. I think this is similar to Mega Man. Hades 2, I love this game. I've yet to pick up the physical, but I plan on doing that. Harvest Moon, Echoes of Heredia. I'm probably not going to pick this up because I hear most Harvest Moon games are kind of disappointing. High on Life, you'll notice there are 2 different versions here. I could have made this into one, but I needed a list of 100, so I did this. But there is a reason, because there is a European, you have to import it, at least here in North America, but there is a retail version available in Europe for High on Life, the Nintendo Switch 2 edition. But here in North America, we just got the limited run games version of it. That was limited print. Now, Hollow Knight Silk Song, great options, especially if you don't own at least Hollow Knight on the Switch 1. I do, unfortunately, so I don't know if I'll be picking up Hollow Knight, but probably will pick up Silk Song so I could finally try it. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, I hear this is pretty good. And runs pretty well on the Switch 2, unlike some of the other past Hyrule Warrior games. Azuma 11 Victory Road, I hear good things about the soccer RPG from Level 5. I'm highly considering importing this. I do own Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, another full in the cart game. Unfortunately, there is, I think, a download that is kind of required in order to have the best experience, even though it's a very small download. But regardless, I'm happy to have this in my collection. And Konbini One Store Mini Stories, love this game. I played it digitally, so we'll definitely be getting the true physical when it comes out this fall. Kirby Air Riders and Kirby in the Forgotten Land. I'm probably not going to get Air Riders because I don't do kart racers. But I did not pick up Kirby in the Forgotten Land when this came out on the Switch 1, so a good opportunity to buy this on the Switch 2. Layers of Fear, the Final Masterpiece Edition. I hear there's right now only an EU import. I didn't see one for North America, but there's that option. I do want to get Lies of P Complete Edition. I'm very much looking forward to this on the Switch 2 and plan on streaming it, actually, when it comes out. Lollipop Chainsaw, another LRG or an import. So you kind of pick whichever you prefer. Love Our Kiss. I think this is a Japanese visual novel that does have English. Another Japanese import is Majinami. I don't know too much about it. Mario Kart World. I feel like if you wanted this, you already are considering it or picked it up already. Mario Tennis Fever. Same thing. I'm not much of a Mario person, unfortunately, and I'm also not much of a sports game or a kart racer, unfortunately. Marvel Cosmic Invasion, cool to see this getting a Switch 2 version. And Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, I'm considering it, but I think I need to try some of the other Metroid Prime games before I try that one. Me and the Hollower, I've been playing, I've been enjoying it. It is a hard game, but they did confirm that they do plan on getting a full in the cart Switch 2 edition. Eventually. I don't know when, but eventually. This is the first Super Rare Games limited print Switch 2 edition. So this is Mini Shots Adventure. Mio Memories Orbit looks cool. I don't know much about it. Moonlight Peaks. This is a Marvelous Exceed game, but I don't think they have a Western physical, at least not yet. But you can import the Japanese one. It'll have English. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Cool to see this here. Mouse PI for Hire. I've been heavily considering getting the Switch 2 cart of it. Along with Miramasa Revenant Blades. Again, love to see Marvelous supporting True Physical. In the West, at least. Unfortunately, I don't think they are doing that in Japan, but maybe we'll turn things around. I have this on the Vita, but I think I'm going to get this on the Switch 2 eventually. Nintendo Sports Resort. I know a lot of people are excited for this one. Orbitals, I'm excited for, but I'm sad it's co-op. I don't really play co-op games, but it looks beautiful. Order Up. This is a Nicalis Switch 2 cart, so cool to see Nicalis making Switch 2 games. Outbound, I've heard mixed things about this game, like performance-wise. It looks nice, though. Over the Hill, I want to say those are kind of similar games. But this is from Serenity Forge, and so I'm pretty confident that they'll have a good Switch 2 edition when it comes out. Or Switch 2 cart edition. Another Nicalis, Pastry Panic. I think this is also kind of like Diner Dash. Pokemon Legends EA. I do own this on the Switch 2. I got a great deal on it at Costco. I have yet to play it, though. Pokemon Winds and Waves, this will of course get a Switch 2 cart version. I know people were concerned after Pokepia was a Game Key card. That was published by and developed by Koei Tecmo, so I don't think we'll have that issue with Gen 10. Saivari 3. Don't know too much about this. I just know it's a Japanese import, has English, and has a Switch 2 full cart. R-Type Dimensions is a shoot 'em up, and will also have a Switch 2 cart. Ratatan, another Japanese import. I do have Rune Factory Guardians of Asma on the Switch 2 edition, and I'm glad to have that in my collection, despite if you do want the upgrade path, you unfortunately have to, if you download a very small, like day one patch, you're going to have to re-download the big upgrade path on your Micro Express SD card, because of just how Nintendo handles their patches. You have to basically download everything, even if it's just a very minor patch. But I made a whole video on that if you're interested in that topic. But it's one of the things that irritates me about Nintendo Switches. Rushing Beat X Return Brawl Brothers, so a beat 'em up, I believe, on the Switch 2 cart. Yet another Shenmue 3 Enhanced Edition physical, but we can now get on the Switch 2. Shut in Order, I've heard mixed things about. It looks cool though. I love the aesthetic. Sonic Racing Crossroads. Cool, Sega finally did a Switch 2 edition. Or, I guess, is this Switch 2 edition? I think this is a Switch 2 cart. I think I misrepresented that. Let me change that. But why don't they do this for their other games? Is my question. Splatoon Raiders, first party, coming on the Switch 2, along with Star Fox. Star Island, I have the Japanese cover here, but it is getting an ESRB version. And I think this is a cozy game. I do really want to get Steins Gate Reboot, though. I'm very excited for this and all the new renders and stuff that they have planned for the Reboot edition. So, very excited for this. It also comes with a steelbook. Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar. I heard good things about this remake. Super Bomberman Collection. Cool to have a collection. Konami, you should make more retail physicals. Silverline on Limited Run. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I never got this on the Switch 1, so maybe I'll pick it up here. Super Mario Party Jamboree. Probably not getting, though. I don't play party games. Super Meat Boy 3D. Also coming to Switch 2. System Shock is supposed to also come to the Switch 2 as a Switch 2 cart. No announcement of when that's happening, though. They just confirmed it is happening through Atari. Tamagotchi Plaza. This is a Bandai Namco game that has a Nintendo Switch 2 edition. You have to import it from Japan, unfortunately. And also, unfortunately, Bandai Namco has not done any other, as of this date, physical, like true physical games. So hopefully they turn things around soon. Tenebris Somnia. Looks very creepy. Binding of Isaac, another Nicholas on the Switch 2 cart. The Disney Afternoon Collection through Atari. It's going to be on the Switch 2 cart. Now, the Legend of Zelda games, I'm torn whether or not I want to rebuy Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Breath of the Wild does not have the DLC on the cart, which I have the Japanese import on Switch 1 that does. So, very torn. Ocarina of Time, though, I'm probably going to pick up and try. Maybe I'll finally get into Ocarina of Time. I tried it on the 3DS. It wasn't really for me. I got pretty far. I just never beat the game. Toy Story Retro Roundup and Toy Story 3 Complete. Here on the cart. Trails in the Sky second chapter. Love to see this getting a full true physical through PM Studios and Gung Ho. I'm probably not going to get this myself on the Switch 2 because I already pre-ordered the PS5 version, but maybe I'll double dip. I don't know. Trucks and Extremes, I'm going to get it on the Switch 2 card, along with Viractyl, which is a Japanese import. Wander Stop, I'm heavily considering picking this up on the Switch 2. So cool to see this getting a Switch 2 true physical. This is out of order. I don't know how that happened. But this is Bluey's, and it's misspelled. Oh no. Let me change that. It's going to be on the Switch 2 cart. All this reordered when this is uploaded. All the Xenoblades! I'm definitely buying all these. Double dipping and everything. I love Xenoblade. So, and it's cool that the first 3 games will have new content on it. I wish they had the DLC for 2 and 3. It's a shame. It's a shame that they don't. But yeah, eventually get these. I don't know when. I'll be patient. And then, of course, getting Xenoblade Genesis when that comes out next year. And the last two is Ukulele Replay. I heard good things about this. And Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, which is, I think, a bit more controversial. I hear some people complain it's too easy. So I don't know if that one's for me or not. But anyways, here is the full list of games, all 100. So you see 101 rows here. It's 100 games because the first row is taken up by the title. So let me refilter this. So it's all now in alphabetical order. And the other cool thing I want to share with you guys are the stats. So I did some counts as of this date. But basically, Nintendo Switch 2 editions. So these are games that are compatible with the Switch 1 and Switch 2. There are 40 of them in this list. So 40% of them are Nintendo Switch 2 editions. We have 26 first-party Nintendo games. Remarkable, right? So doesn't even make up a third of them. So pretty good third-party support so far. Limited publisher. Right now there are 6 of them, but a lot of them do have import options that are retail import options. So we have 17 Japanese import ones. There's some double dipping, of course. So all of these won't add up to like an accurate number. Something to make note. 1 Asian import, so different from the Japanese import. That's Brigadine Abyss again. And then 2 European imports for us North Americans to keep track of. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I wanted to give a huge shout out to all of my channel members who help make videos like this, as well as my live streams possible. And a special shout out to all of my Orbit Architect level members: Drin, Night Noctem, George, Just Another Joe, Dan, Scott Healy, Osmond, Stephen, Joe, Champagne Sherpa, Glenavere, and I'm Aki. Thank you so much for all your support. It was fun making this and just, looking at what Switch 2 full cart games are available, which is really cool to see, considering where we came from last year, where we are now. And if you guys like this format, let me know. I can keep updating this list and, sharing what new physicals will be coming out for the Switch 2 and which ones I guess I am personally considering buying for the system. As you kind of saw while I was going through the list, there are a number of them that I do plan on picking up myself, even though I only own 3 right now. And right now have 1 pre-ordered, so that makes up 4. That's good. I think it's just only going to grow my Switch 2 collection, and very happy to see that, honestly. But that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, bye guys.